Rias doesn't have the discipline. She doesn't have the boundaries. Imagine your servants, the people who you have authority over, being able to steal your love interest that easily, comfortably. They don't even regret it. Why? Because she doesn't have respect. She lacks the discipline. But compared to Anna from Shinmoneta, if anyone tries to steal her man's, cooked, and they wouldn't even do that because you know what she's capable of. And that's exactly why the child would respect Anna more. Because see, with Rias, everybody knows that you can steal from her, and the child is gonna know that. The child is gonna notice that. They're noticing, and when the child notices that, they're not gonna take her seriously. No discipline with your parents. Boom, cooked. I'm telling you, she's cooked. Rias has a vampire stuck in the closet. Why? Because she couldn't provide the emotional support. Issei had to come along and give that emotional support. And that is not empowering. You see, with Anna, here's what she's gonna do. She's gonna enforce the rules. She's gonna look tough and keep that discipline. Even though behind doors, she's gonna be a little bit cuckoo. But guess what? Nobody knows that. You know, the student council president, they're the only ones who need to know this part of her. To everyone else, she's calm. She's a leadership figure. She's someone to look up to. And that is what we need. That is what the child needs, bro. And even in season 3, there was a plot point in DxD that Rias has doubts. And these doubts were severe, bro. It caused big issues. Now, everyone has doubts from time to time. But guess what? You know, Anna, she never had doubts. Yes, she was thinking of plans. That's not doubt. She was wondering if certain plans were going to work. That's strategic planning. That's not doubt. Anna is sure of everything she does. She has absolute confidence. The child who is a male is going to look for a alpha of the pack, a leader of the pack. And that is not Rias. That is Anna. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. And let's say the child was a girl instead. You know, before Issei and after Issei, let's compare two things. BI and AI for short. In the BI period, before Issei, everyone was emotionally not mature. Because you have Koneko, she didn't want to use her powers until Issei. You got Rias, she had marriage issues until Issei. And many more, etc. But you look at Anna, look at her before the MC, everyone calm, collected, peaceful world. After the MC, the world is in chaos. Which means that Anna was holding the world peace together, keeping the world sane, collected. While Rias, she had to be saved. Without Issei, Casper would still be in jail, in the cage, bro. Well, not in jail, but he was locked up, you know what I mean? Which just means that Rias is not as empowering as Anna is. Imagine how the daughter would feel if their mother is not as powerful as they should be. That's why Anna is great. She was just sabotaged. That's why the world went in danger. But Rias, she was not that good in the beginning. So yeah, I'm not saying Rias is bad as a parent. I'm just saying Anna is way better as a parent, as a mother, as a figure, as a parental figure than Rias will ever be.